Alrighty, good morning. We're hands-free for a good reason today. So like I was saying, we're going to be building a food forest. So for today, I'm just messing around with the structure and I have to move some stuff around. Hence the two hands, hence the wheelbarrow. So bringing this out. Just need to grab a few things first. Main thing is we want to extend, see this fence here? We want to remove this fence and have it go kind of straight through those, like, see that big tree over there? You want to open this up and let it go across that way. So yeah, what I have to do is remove these rocks on the outside, all here. So I'm gonna get some gloves because sometimes there can be bugs under here that bite you. There's one that lives underneath that big rock over there and I don't fuck with him. So I'm gonna get some gloves just in case he's got any buddies. Alright, let's get into it. I'm have the angle of the camera a little down. Just so you can see. See again, moving with the feet first. See if you can push them around. No bugs under that one. So far, so good. Yeah. I was gonna say maybe I'll change into my other shoes, a bit more protective for rock falls. Step the back. Let's see this one. No bugs. I think what I'll do now is I'll start a time lapse for the fun of it. Clip it onto that fence there.
I'm only starting to realise now how hard these overdubs are. Next time I will get a script. But now we're just freeballing. This one, to shout out Elena's mom for letting us use this land, expanding, letting us experiment with whatever dumb stuff that we want to do here. Yeah, there's Elena there in the back. You can see her just running around. Nah, she's gone now. Yeah, it's my first time ever doing an overdub, so kind of funny just looking at myself and commenting on what I'm doing. Like all I'm doing is just putting rocks from to there, here to there. It was fun, you can just like be in your own head, and while there's a time lapse going, I was just playing some music, just some stuff to keep me going. But yeah, shout out Elena's mom. We get to expand this place and just get silly with it, and be able to do this YouTube channel a bit more effectively. So shout out.
One thing I'll show you here, I was looking at some of these rocks and found like an ant's nest. And the queen was definitely on the rock that I picked up. So I'd say they're going to be real lost. I think for now, yeah, they're just moving all their shit and hopefully a new queen gets selected or the other one comes back, who knows. But yeah, I'm going to do all these rocks here. And I'm just going to skip ahead to when I get, at least to the end. I'll show you where we're going to go and then cut to how it should look from here. Keep going down. And just when we get to this bit distance here, about here, then we're going to turn it around. So like her mom says, access to all these without having to get through a fence. The fence will either go that way or that way. Again, whatever mom wants. Alright, here it is so far. I've successfully removed all the rocks from the outside of this fence and brought them all the way down here. Now this again is just more of a typo. It can be adjusted. Rocks might have to come closer together and stuff like that for the fence, but it's a good guideline for now. And then yeah, so it's going to curve around slowly and go around here. So I have to go get more rocks, but there is loads of rocks here. There's near the gym, there's a big pile of rocks like right there. And I'll skip ahead to the reach at the end of the fence there. All right, here is a big pile of rocks. So there's a couple of big pile of rocks like this on the land. We're gonna move this big pile of rocks, and this would be nice and flat, I guess. Oh, I don't know how long it took me. I think it was like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, something like that. But boom. Kind of use this as a midsection. At least then her mom can decide whether she wants the fence like around there or around here. Probably around here. And keep going. To be honest, I just wouldn't even put a fence in myself. But the rocks at least lets us know what we can play around with and what's her part of the garden. So all the bushes, roses, and then all this stuff. We have definitely expanded into at least, like a a good like sixth of the garden, of just pure potential food forestry. So yeah, now the next plan is figuring out like a path that we want to walk down, so like that won't be having like plants that we're growing stuff in from both sides, so from there and from there. Figuring out where a swale will go, designing a little swale around the hills and stuff downhill. See where we can catch as much water as possible, as when summer's over, we'll have a bit more of a rainy season, hopefully. I just did this and I completely forgot to film it because I just wasn't thinking really. But planted a couple of seeds here. These are a mix of like different kind of. It's like a mix between like a pumpkin and a courgette, really, and then some tomatoes, and then some other random seeds that we just had laying around. There's some like different fruit trees and dates and all. Just put them in the ground and see what grows. Not expecting any fruit, but some plant matter. We can just chop and drop or whatever. Like just see what happens. This is just looking quite bare. I could plant a bit more up here, but don't have any more seeds. There was enough for just here. So move the ground around, put the seeds in through some soil on top. Don't know if you can see me properly. That should be better. Unfortunately, I got some bad news that I'm now going to try and use as good news. There's silver linings to everything, but unfortunately, I've lost my job. I've been redundant or gotten redundled, as they say. But yeah, no, there just wasn't busy anymore in the job, so I'm out. Simple as. Well, the main thing I'm trying to think of now is I can go full time with this, with the land, with the videoing, with the editing. I can hopefully get some more like 10-minute videos like every week instead of doing like a 15-minute video every like 2-3 weeks. I can have more time to just do different content as well as the farming. We want to go out foraging for herbs and plants that are all medicinal and stuff. We want to make products, cosmetics and medicines and tinctures, all that kind of stuff. And we'll definitely have a lot more time to be doing that now. Um, just want to ask for your guys' support. That's it. Really is like help us through this time just by subscribing, give us a like, a comment, show this to your friends, see if they like it, and we can go through this adventure together. I think it'll be a lot more fun to get the crowd involved, people watching, have some more ideas being thrown around, and hopefully just inexpensive ideas. You know what I mean? We're trying to save money at the moment, so we can add more soil, add some trees, and get the plans going. Yeah, we'll be able to do a lot more stuff. Just with what we have with our bare hands, what we have around, a couple of trees here and there, try and propagate them, and it's definitely going to be more of a budget style food forest. So if you want to see the process speed up, you know, just show us the support, and the more you support, the more we'll be able to grow, and the more we'll literally be able to grow here. We have a lot of plans, so I'm hoping to do this a lot more full time, as well as I'm still gonna be looking for a job, something maybe part time or something like that, just to be able to afford some of these projects. But for now, I got nothing, so I'm gonna try and edit this all today, depending on what else we do today in terms of like the food forest. And yeah, if anyone has any ideas on like the swales, the altitude, what trees to put in, anything, please let us know. I'm going to be a lot more involved now, and it's going to be happening a lot more frequently. So, yeah, hoping to get everyone involved here, and this just as much your garden as it is ours. and as well as it is her ma's as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's good to sit down, get a different angle. You can kind of see what we have in the stock. Everything has a silver lining, as I said. Taking this as an opportunity to really push the videos out, really get people to see it, get more into a groove of like, okay, this is the time where we can edit, this is the time where we can farm, and this times we can film some other stuff. And yeah, just expand, just see this all happen and be a lot quicker now because I don't have anything else to do. Next step for expanding this land is to literally move this fence. We'll move all the way down as far as we can go, and then find more fence. There's more shit on the land that we can get, just all back there and yeah, get this all the way to connect with the rocks the same way it's been doing here, and then till it up. Grant. Whoa. Let me get this off. Nothing else to really say. Just thanks for all the people that are watching, and please share this around. So much potential here, and we definitely don't want to let it go to waste. We would be doing this anyway if we weren't filming, but the filming, it helps document it. We can always look back and see how it is, and it's fun that we can share this with people. I think that's some of my favorite parts, is that we can be like, hey, look at this, and people can be like, hey, you shouldn't put that there, or maybe add some of these to help this plant or something. So we managed to move the fence all over there. Me and Elena, she's gone back into her class now. We had some dinner. Yeah, now back at it now. Here's the whole fence here. So I was gonna see about getting these and hammering them into the ground a bit.